The effects of chiropractic adjustment on the nervous system. This experiment and study will be looking at how chiropractic adjustments can affect the heart rate variability, SAEMG, and core score. So the reason why I chose this as my topic for my research is because chiropractic has a lot of influence on the nervous system and nervous system regulation, and I think it's really important to do research about stuff to show how important it is and if it is actually true for what you think it can do. Especially with the growing use, there's a lot of new technology, especially with this insight scan that I'll be actually using to do my HRV rating, EMGs, and thermal scans. So then they'll actually put it all together and give you actually a core score for the value of how the nervous system is functioning. And I also find, like, especially when I was doing my literature review, there was large gaps in high quality of randomized controlled trials. So I found it really important to actually do a large randomized controlled trial for this experiment. So here are a couple literature examples that I've showed that I put in my literature review, and at the bottom of my references will be a list of my references that was used. So Zhang, a 2006 literature review, showed that chiropractic care improved the HRV compared to controls. When it 2015, cervical adjustments altered the all-night balances. These are all great literature reviews. The one below the last one is a systematic review, and actually found that there was a lot of inconsistencies in some of the findings, and a lot of the tests were small and not large enough to real world replication. So that's why I found it very important to actually do a large controlled blind test. So for my hypothesis, it is chiropractic adjustments improve the core score more than someone with fake adjustments or someone with no chiropractic adjustments. And the independent variable was the chiropractic adjustments versus the setup simulating chiropractic adjustments, and then the group that receives no fake adjustments and no chiropractic adjustments, just the scans. Our dependent variables are looking at our core score with the Scantron, the HRV, EMG, and the thermal results from that insight machine I was talking about. So for our study design, it's a randomized 3-group studied with blind testers. Group A would be real chiropractic adjustments. Group B would be the sham adjustments, would be just a setup with no thrust or a fake thrust. And then group C is a no chiropractic interaction control. So I found it really important to actually do the no chiropractic interaction because like group A and B will have the same chiropractor, and then group C will have no chiropractor at all, because I want to look at how there can be for placebo effect for the group B. And with C, there'll be no placebo effect. So my protocol, the first 6 weeks will be 2 visits for 12 total visits, and then after that it will be once a week for 6 weeks. So it would be a total of 18 visits, and so we would have, and for the scans, we'll have one baseline scan, and every second visit we'll have one. So it'll be after second visit, so it'll be the first one before adjustments as the control baseline, and you have their second, fourth, sixth, ongoing until your 18th. For our controls, some of them will be same text, same time. It's really important to have no caffeine or exercise before the scans, and make sure to calibrate the equipment. More controlled variables, blinding, calibration, same provider, standardized schedule. One thing that should be talked about, this would be only focusing on chiropractic. We would not be talking about diet, sleep, or exercise with the patients, because we just want to focus really on just chiropractic. And if we start talking about like tracking diet and sleep and exercise, it would make the patients very self-conscious about their actual diet, sleep, and exercise, and that can skew the data, because changing your sleep and diet and how you exercise will all change those different things. So we just want to focus on just chiropractic care. Some of the possible issues that we could find are obviously the placebo effect, dropout, unblinding risk between the fake adjustments and the real adjustments, and then just daily stress overall from patient to patient can be different. Some significance I want to talk about. It provides for this when after this experiment, it will help us provide stronger evidence for or even against chiropractic effects on the autonomic function. It builds on our prior small scale studies that I found and that are already out there. And with this rigorous and more volume scale of a test that we're going to do, it's going to help build on that. And it's going to contribute to more evidence based on the HRV and the SEMG adaptabilities for chiropractic care. So here's some of the references I was talking to earlier about literature reviews. These are all about chiropractic and pertain to this study. Thank you.